What do I most wish I knew about mental health when I was in high school? Well, honestly, for myself, and I don't know how your high school experience is going, but for me, it's just knowing that mental health was even a thing. When I was in high school, it wasn't something that was talked about, it wasn't something that was even approached. It was, if anything, it was that taboo or that phrase that people might try to use to get out of things or to explain why they were just in a bad mood that day. It was something that was joked about, something that people would use to insult other people. You were having a bad day, you were depressed, you were a little nervous about something, you were struggling with anxiety. It wasn't something that was actually dealt with or talked about in a serious manner, and definitely was not something that was viewed the same as a physical ailment or physical health issue. It was very much a taboo topic. So in high school, I wish that I knew it was okay to not be okay, that sometimes people are struggling, sometimes it's not their fault. Just because you're depressed doesn't mean you should be happy because you're having a great life, because you grew up with a wealthy family. You can still be sick, you can still be struggling with your mental health. Just because everything else around you is going well doesn't mean you should be okay. I also think something that really struggled for myself to wrap my head around was the idea that you can't save someone or help somebody out just because you're there for them consistently. I had lots of my friends that were struggling with their mental health, but because I'd never had the opportunity to talk about or learn about it through a teacher or through a course or something that we worked on at school, I was never able to understand that just because I was there and supportive for them doesn't automatically mean all their problems are going to go away, doesn't automatically mean they're going to get better. I had someone that I was seeing in high school, and she really was struggling with depression and thoughts of suicide and everything that kind of encompassed feelings like that. And I could not wrap my head around why she would be struggling like this when I was trying to help her and be there for her so much. I took it as a personal flaw that I must not be being a supportive enough partner, I must not be being there for her often enough, I need to hang out with her more, I need to talk to her more, all of those kind of things, which wasn't fair for myself and also was minimizing what she was actually going through. Because if me just being there for her was going to fix all of her problems, then maybe I wasn't necessarily believing how large-scale depression can actually be or thoughts of suicide can actually be. So hopefully, and what I'm hoping to do as myself as a future educator, is to open up these conversations about mental health so that it's not something that students don't understand at all. So that I don't have to come to university, or future students don't come to university, and it's the first time they're finally hearing about mental health in a more positive or a more accepting environment. Because I don't think it's fair to expect students to make it all the way through high school thinking they're the only ones struggling with something, or that they're different, or that there's something wrong with them, and have them not realize that in reality, all of us have mental health, and 1 in 5 of us actually will be struggling with a mental illness. And I want to be a part of that solution, and I hope to assist other people in being a part of that solution as well. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy my 3-minute little spiel.